Hi everybody, how are you guys all doing? It's Nicole again. I can be found on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all social medias at Alpaca My Yarns, MadzDesignz. And you can find all of that stuff in the description box down below. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to everybody who has came back time and time again, commented, liked, shared their love with me. I appreciate it. I am at 416 last time I checked subscribers, and it kind of have been plateaued there, but that's okay. I really haven't been able to share a whole lot of different things with everything that's going on in life. So and I know that if you want to have a successful channel, you need to be able to upload more often. That is my goal. That was my goal since I was finished my first video. But, you know, life has its way of giving us stuff, and we have to deal with that stuff. So, whichever. Like I have said, I appreciate all 416 of you guys. My goal is to get to the 500 whenever that happens. That'll be fantastic. And, of course, I will be doing a giveaway for that. Yeah. So, I don't really have a whole lot to go over. I used to do this one little pair of booties or whatever, and the lady has updated the pattern, and she doesn't have the old pattern anymore, and that's the pattern that I liked. So I've been trying to kind of tweak it a bit to get it to that, and I'm satisfied where I got it. So I was able to complete a few things. So let's just jump into completed projects. Okay, so I showed you guys this little shawlgood cardigan. Holy smokers! And this one is going to my son's, one of my son's friends, because she had a little baby girl. I'm just working on a few more things before I go and drop that off. And then another one, my daughter used to be in Hungarian dancing, and sorry, I just heard something. She used to be in Hungarian dancing, and one of her instructors just had a baby girl 2 months ago, and that's the one who ordered the Dabbling kit. I guess I could start there with you. I swear I'm all over the place. So she's the one who ordered the 5-point star. And I like to make hats and booties with all of these. So it was for that one there that I was trying to perfect the old booty one. You think, you know, I have made tons and tons. I mean, tons of these. I made a whole bunch for them, and I donated them to our baby unit. So you think that with how many I have made, I would know all of this. I'm going to include a picture just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I could not remember what her actual pattern was. But this is what I came up with. It's pretty similar to what they were, and I'm happy with it. So it's just like a little boot. I know I showed you guys the other pink ones that I made, and those ones are quite chunky, but I made these ones, and I used the same as this. That yarn. So there's the booties, and then you just made a little hat, beanie hat for it too. And then there's just the beanie hat. So it's just all double crochets all the way around, and then when you get to the bottom two last row, you just do front post, normal, front post, normal. You go all the way around, and you do that twice. And then I did the crop stitch around. So this set is complete. So that's who I was making that for. And then I also made, because I just don't want, she ordered that, so I want to make things for me. So I made this cute little shawlgood cardigan again. You guys, like, this literally took me an hour. It's crazy. And I used, shoot, I don't have it up here. I used it all, but it's the Loops and Threads Kai. It's not this colorway though, but it is the same brand, this brand. So I made that. I'm going to show you my very first blanket that I ever made. This was my very first blanket that I ever made for my daughter. Just a granny square all the way around. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Then for the border, I did 3 double crochets into one of the hole, and then just 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1, just followed at the top. And I just went all the way around. And I don't have this colorway, but I know that it was Loops and Threads. I know I don't have the colorway anymore, but I've got tons of, Impeccable. It's a medium for 187 yards, 5mm crochet hook. It isn't this colorway again. I don't know, I haven't been able to see this colorway there anymore, but I will definitely look next time I'm there. But my daughter loved it. This is the very first blanket I ever made, and after this was made, I was hooked. Hooked, hooked, hooked. It's kind of trippy, actually, but yeah. Super, super easy. And then I am working on, for my son's friend, I only brought one up, I forgot the other ones, but here is the newborn booty. You guys, look at that. Not to die for. Oh my god, so cute. So that's my whips, that's my completed items. I'm not going to drag this out very long. I gotta get crocheting. But anyway, I haven't really done any shopping. However, I was able to pick up a couple things last week through Michael's. One was the yarn to make this. So these were buy two get one free. So I bought this colorway is Birthday Cake. And this one is, it says Birthday Cake, but it's a totally different setup. It takes one of these to make that little, and you still have more left over. So, as you can see, they're kind of, I'm trying to stock up on a bit of them just because they are, they work fabulous. They're so soft. And it's a media, or light 3, sorry, 5mm crochet hook. You get 308 yards. So I got 3 of these. One was this one right here, but I didn't bring the ball band up. I'm sorry. And then same with Impeccable. They had buy two get one free. And you guys can't see it in these shells, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 shelves filled with this because when it goes on sale, I buy tons and tons and tons of it because it can always be used. I don't have these 3 colors actually. So I guess I decided, well, this one is a 4 medium 5mm crochet hook, sorry, 285 yards. It's Impeccable. And the colorway is Sapphire. It's beautiful. I don't have this color. It is a blue, but it's, oh. I'm kind of wishing I would have made my daughter's boyfriend a blanket in this color because that's beautiful. And then I also got Coral. And what's this one? This one I don't have either. Green Lagoon. And then I only grabbed one of these, and it is the Red Heart Soft in Grape. I have made star blankets with with this actual color. If I can find my picture of it, I will put it up there. It is a lot more, it's showing up so vibrant, but it's not, it's a lot more grape. Like it's a really nice color. And that's what all these ones here are too. But as you can see, I have blues and stuff because I was in the orange because I was thinking I was going to make some sweaters with it. But yeah, so I got one of those ones. That's all I have, you guys. I know that we're at 10 minutes and I don't really have much more to say. Quick little update for you guys. So I talked to my sister last Friday after her appointment, and she sounded a heck of a lot better than she did when I talked to her before. She went to this appointment, and I guess they have a scale that they keep it between. So I don't really understand the whole aspect of it all. I've been doing tons of reading, so I'm still, because so much has advanced since my mom had it. So they have like a scale between 40 and 48. And she's at a 42. 48's being worst, and 40 is when you're starting to get the different symptoms. And they did actually tell her that, of course, we all know that things change in 25 years. There's a lot more research out there. There's a lot more stuff read into it, put into it, research. But there is some things that they can give and do to help her. Again, ALS is a cruel disease, and it does not, there is absolutely no cures out there for it. There's tons and tons of researchers that are trying to do that, and they have brought forward so much, and for that I'm grateful. To have a mother who passed away with it, and then a sister who has it, and it is in the genes. That plays on the mind a lot. So I appreciate every single one of them for all of their time that they've put into trying to understand it a little bit more, because there wasn't really a whole bunch when my mom was diagnosed. Anyway, so I guess she goes back, she said every monthly or whatever, and they'll do different tests and see if she stays within. They didn't take her driver's license away, so that's pretty good. At the same time, that kind of scares the heck out of me, because if she is having any problems, driving's kind of scary, right? She lives in Calgary, it's quite busy. But I have to tell myself that I think that she'd be smarter than that anyway, and she would know her right from her wrong, when she can and when she can't. So, and she has a son and a husband that are there for her all the way, and they are helping her carry on. They said, you're not giving up. There's no way that we're going to let you do that. So that's really good. Her speech is really slurred, but it's going to be like that forever. That is never going to change. And that's okay. I mean, there's lots of other ways that you can talk to people. We can text, we can email. There's so much that we could do. So that's okay. I'm still able to talk to her now, so I'm going to continue to do that until that's no longer, and then we'll meet that at that time. That's when we will deal with all of that. Yeah. It's just such a helpless feeling, because I know what's going to happen in the long run, and it's so sad. But another thing I was going to say too is, when we had talked the first time before she had this appointment, I had talked to her about talking about municipal weed, or it doesn't have to be smokable. I mean, you can get it in cookies, you can get it in gummy bears, you can get it in oils. Like, there's so much, and I have been offered it because of my nerve pain and the disease that I have, and I have turned it down each and every single time, because I am leaving that as being the last crutch. That's going to be my last thing that I can go to. I know they don't give it to you that you have to smoke, and it doesn't do all that. It's just, I have a sister who is not the one that has ALS, but another sister, and she's her whole life is shot, you guys. Like, it is totally sad. She's 4 years older than I am, 6 years older than I am, and she absolutely has no hip left in her body at all on the one side, because she got really heavy into drugs. I'm really sorry if this goes really deep, but this is reality, and this is life. She came when she moved back here. She was addicted to cocaine. She moved back here because she was pregnant, and I helped her get clean, and that was great. So she stayed here until her daughter was, I want to say 7, and then she decided she was going to leave and go back to BC. And I begged 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 more and more and more. Please don't, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. She's not really one of those very strong-willed people. And that's exactly what happened. She, it went from smoking weed, then, you know, doing oil, and then all of a sudden she was back to cocaine, and then rock bottom for me, and she started shooting. And for me, that's just, that's the end. Like, I just don't even know where you can get any deeper than that. I really can't. And I know that everybody deals with it their own way. They feel their own way about it, and that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. But let me tell you, it is very hard to see somebody who is 6 years older than you not able to get up out of bed and have to live in a freaking hospital because every time she gets out, she still chooses that. And I get it. It's an addiction and she can't help it. I get it. But when you're in the hospital for 1.5 years and then you sign yourself out to go back into it, I don't get that. And I never will. I love her so much, but I don't have time for that in my life. Growing up, my family, meaning my husband, my kids, became my life. And I didn't want my kids around any of that stuff. And that's just something that I did. I was not allowing that to get into their life, and honestly corrupt it. I wanted them to be kids, and I wanted them to be able to live through life with different, not the stress of all of that kind of stuff. Now, believe me, I have told my kids, and I have shared enough things with them that they are not stupid and they know what happens in the world. But it's different when it's your family. So I have guarded, I guess the words I'm looking for, them, so they don't have to deal with any of that. And now that they're older, they know exactly what it's worth, and we've talked tons and tons and tons about stuff. Anyway, there's a long tangent. Anyway, long story short, they offered it to me and just said, I'm not ready for that. And I said, when I am ready for that part of it, do not think that I'm smoking it, because I'm not. And they said we wouldn't encourage anybody to do that anyway because of it being going into the lungs, but there's so many other things. Anyway, I told my sister to look into it. When she went to her appointment, they talked about it, and they agreed that yes, that would be something that she could use for pain management. So she got that, and she told me that she didn't even have to have very much for her to feel her body relax. And she said she hasn't felt like that in a long time, because your body has little tremors and your nerves are just running around it, right? So she said just to be able to sit there and let your limbs just sit there, she said it was the most amazing thing. So I'm glad that she has done that. Yeah, I know this is a really, really long one, but I have treatment tomorrow. Then I got a call from my family doctor yesterday and told me that I need to come in on the 23rd. There's more results that we need to discuss. She was actually out of town for 2 weeks, and she got my blood work back and some of my other tests, and she's concerned about a few things, so we need to stop and talk about that. So I go there on the 23rd, and then on the 31st I have that appointment with the oncologist. My foot, I am still in limbo, waiting for the surgeon to call me. The knee's much better, guys. Almost all gone now. But that's all I got for you guys. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys so, so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Just do me a favor and live life as it's your last day, because it could be any of our last days, but don't ever miss out on something and think that you can do it tomorrow, because you're not always guaranteed that tomorrow. And that's one of the biggest things that I have learned with being sick is I could tuck myself away in my bedroom and say I'm not doing anything. Believe me, I could really do that, but I refuse to, because what I do today maybe won't be there tomorrow, won't be there next week, and then I'm going to have regrets and wish I would have did it. So that's something that I won't do. I am going to share a picture of my granddaughter. It'll be somewhere right here. She's actually wearing one of the pom-pom hats that I made for her last year. So I will make sure that I insert that picture here, and then you guys can check it out. But until I talk to you next time, please do take care. Have lots and lots and lots of crafty time, and thanks for spending a little bit of time with me. And I'm sorry that it got deep, but that's what life is all about. So bye.